I figured I'd start doing a trade of the day, or when I do them trades, I'll do video recaps, kind of just what I was thinking. Um, this is the first time I'm doing it. I'm not going to cut these videos at all. I'm just going to let them go live. But trade strictly from Robinhood. I am looking to move to a different exchange just because Robinhood has gone offline like 3 times in the last month, all at very volatile times. Almost makes you wonder, or doesn't even make you wonder at this point, makes you know that Robinhood is playing foul. But as you can see, I've only had this account on Robinhood since May 13th. So just for kind of proof of concept, we're doing all right. I'm not going to be ever flexing money amounts, dollar amounts, because, they're not, that's not why we're in this. I'm not even up yet. Like, my portfolio is still 5 figures. Maybe once we get into like 7 figures, God willing, I'll do that. But this trade I did on Intel, which this was half of my scale out right here, and this was just like a little 2-day hold. Um, some of these contracts I normally, every now and then I'll put a little feeler out and, get a good percentage, and it was nothing in there. But yeah, needless to say, I'm going to walk y'all through why I traded Intel. Because all your technical guys and all these freaks on these platforms, bro, honestly, they don't know what they're talking about, dude. Technical analysis is dead, bro. Like, you need to know price for sake of context, if you're entering high or low, or, when things happen, what does it break to? But, dude, the technical analysis is just, you're never going to be profitable, bro. And you're just going to think about it too much. I look at my phone. I look at my phone a lot during the day, but I really, the way I trade is very chill compared to most traders. But anyway, so if you look at this Intel trade, I put in about a total of, I put in like a total of $3,000 because I sold one contract before the news broke. But essentially, bro, I've been riding Intel since I was riding Intel before. I was riding Intel last October when it bottomed to like 17 and a half, because I truly believe in being too big to fail. And their network is also very kosher, which, if you know what I'm saying, those guys have abundant money. So originally I started scalping from like 17 and a half to like, I don't know, 20-ish. And this is even before that. So this was around here. And it was consistent. But since Trump has taken stake in this company, happened right here, I know in my heart of hearts that a big news announcement is going to come out in the next couple of months that Intel will be partnering with an NVIDIA, an Apple, an AMD, somebody huge. And I want to be ahead of that. So I've just been constantly buying longs, and when they go up, let's go to a closer time frame. I've been buying longs on these lows and then selling them at these highs because I still want to protect profits. I'm not just going to buy it and forget about it. I know the time will come. So it's just it's more a game of just being in when it does happen. But in the meantime, we can scalp this. So market sold off because Trump started tweeting about tariffs. Intel held very strong because I'm not the only person thinking this. I'm not the only person that knows what Trump and all of them are going to do. And so, needless to say, my whole Discord was kind of sus on the Intel stuff, which is unfortunate. The whole point of me trying to teach people is to show them my perspective of things, but they kind of geek out on technicals, and it's just like, bro, why? And so anyway, I bought in about $3,000 worth of longs, pretty light. I wanted to get more in there, but I wanted it to go lower to like 35 something. Because after this sell-off, I really thought that like this kind of dip was in the money still, or in the card still. It didn't happen, so I got 3,000 in, and before market closed, we went up a good bit. We were kind of around 37, which 38 is heavy resistance here, as you can see. And then if we go to my photos, I believe I still have this screenshot. Then they break the news right after market close that Intel beat earnings by 4%. Well, they beat earnings per share by 2,200%, and they beat their revenue forecast by 4%. And they beat all around. So the market, they beat all around. So the stock ran up to about $41.25 at its peak. And it's not accounted for because it was after hours. But I was hoping we would hold there. And I knew that, going into the next day, we weren't going to hold. So I sold immediately at market open. I sold them for about $4.60 per. The peak was $4.90 per. And, shortly thereafter, it did unfortunately drop off. So guess what we'll do? We will be running this back 100%. I think I already bought like one or two. Yeah, I bought one contract just to get a little starter in. And then as this kind of declines or holds, I will be adding to this. And if my thesis is right, Trump will put out an article someday that Intel partnered with Apple for, $75 billion. And then this thing will fly to like 55. And I'll just be vindicated once again. But yeah, new video series. I'll catch y'all pretty soon. Hopefully with another nice trade soon. If not, I'm still gonna post the more minute trades. Not even the dollar amount necessarily, but I have a lot of trades that I can show y'all. So yeah, I will catch y'all in the next one. Y'all be blessed. Christ is King. See ya.